From the main list, item number 1.
Made.
The report filed
Yes, sir.
by the state on the 6th. There is a further interim report filed by Justice Kataki on the 6th. You probably do not have that. That is the usual thing.
Yes,
Naturally, he gives it to us first, we'll give it to you.
yes, sir. Now, in terms of your
Just a second. Let's go through the previous order.
Yes, sir.
Chief is deferring that Kataki has filed another report.
Number 2, contempt filed.
We have filed in the contempt, we have filed one affidavit. Contempt against disseminate. In one store, 15 page.
There are several points in the last matter,
Yes, sir.
and all of them are coming around,
Yes, sir.
including in other matters.
Yes, sir.
For a start, your superintendent,
Yes, sir.
who's facing a rule of contempt,
Yes, sir.
I was not aware of that.
Yes, sir.
I met him during my visit to Clarion
Yes,
last weekend,
Yes, sir.
and he seems to suggest that the cottage industry of extraction of coal continues, and it is difficult to monitor. During my travels, you see, previously the road, that Sutunga road, that was full of coal on all sides. I don't know, did not visit that road, but I believe that the deposits over there have come down. There is another road which leads to, which is near Ladrimbai, which goes off Ladrimbai. So if you're coming from Clarion to Jawai, you turn left to go to Rimbai, and at Ladrimbai, if you turn right, you come to a place which is being developed a lot. There are several offices and other structures coming up, and a plot has been allotted over there for establishment of judicial quarters. And I went to inspect that. The road was clean, everything. On the way back, instead of coming back that way, we went to Nongkram or something like that, which is further inner. And as I went there, the depot had changed from Sutunga to that place. It was piled with coal on both sides. And these are not coal which have been mined 3 years back or 4 years back. So this is continuing. Now, one can understand it may be difficult to monitor if you're going under your house. How does anyone monitor? But when you're dumping, that can be monitored. And what can really be monitored is transportation, which involves big people.
Yes. Transportation.
We had told you, Mr. Advocate, there are some particular names which are coming up. We are aware of those names, including one particular name which is coming up more often than not. We do not want to embarrass because of lack of evidence, but there are letters and other information which come out. If you want to see it, we'll share it with you. That transportation can be totally controlled. And there is a lack on the part of the state in controlling.
Transportation has to be controlled.
And that transportation is what led to these 57 coke plants operating. And that's the tip of the iceberg. 57 in one district means they're going on all around.
Yes, sir. We have decided to demolish each and every one, except
What we can do is, we can probably, without your consent also, ask the army to take a look. Since we don't have confidence in you, we can ask the army to take a look and report. They may be more disciplined.
What I was suggesting, my lord, subject to your lordship, my lord, Justice Kataki has gone into the...
Let's forget Justice Kataki for a moment.
Yes, lordship.
We are talking of what is beyond Justice Kataki.
Yes, lordship. Now, in fact, we have also requested for extra manpower, because we require at least 450 extra police force, and we have in fact earlier also approached central government or CRPF, etc., so that we can monitor the transportation, cottage industries, all these things on continuous and regular basis. That request has also been, this issue has been going on since 2016 also. In fact, NGT directed, I have seen that order, that to approach central government.
There is also a human element to it, which your same superintendent indicated, and quite rightly. You see, over here, the people in these areas were given to exploiting primary resources. First there was timber, there was a ban on timber, then there was coal, now there is a ban on coal. So access to the exploitation of primary resources has gone, which means that they do not have any livelihood. Now, it's not the court's duty to provide for that. That's why the government is there.
Government has to stay.
Now, this is going on from 2014. We are in 2021.
Yes.
Or 2023. I'm slightly behind time.
So, the 3rd July 2019 is what I said, my lord. Why? Because on the illegal, there was a ban in 2014, my lord. Since 2014, then the same issue came before the Honorable Supreme Court. All these issues were raised. Honorable Supreme Court on 3rd July in all the Masa said that whatever coal is extracted up to 3rd July, that will be auctioned by the court. So because before
and today, the last report and the last order reveals that we had a count of about 19,000 metric ton, whereas what was discovered officially was 31,000 metric ton.
Huge discrepancy.
And that is what is disclosed. What is disclosed is probably a small percentage of what is not been disclosed.
So your lordship is right. The quantity has come down from 31 lakh metric ton to approximately 18 to 17 lakh metric ton. So there is a huge gap in 31 to 18, my lord. So therefore, because earlier neither drone survey, nor physical survey, nor proper estimate was carried out.
No, you tell us that you are incapable, as you are kind of hinting at.
No, it's not.
Then we will get
Now we are almost on par, my lord, because we will be almost delivering 7,75,000 metric ton to the coal depot, my lord. The quantity has come down to 18 lakh. So the first round of auction will, and we have already offered 2,87,159 metric ton of coal.
No, let's not get into that. We are talking about illegal mining first. Illegal mining and transportation. And we've unfortunately completely lost faith in you.
I quite see, my lord. That problem is there. But certain, because of intervention of this court, my lord, certain measures are being put in place.
Yet, but every intervention, if it is met by a counter insurgent move by the state, instead of aiding the order, how to unlock the order,
No, my lord.
then everything is diluted, negated.
No, your lordship. We have been trying to implement the orders.
On the contrary,
The transportation and these two things, if checked and alternative means of livelihood are generated, then possibly we'll have this menace of illegal mining may stop, my lord. That's a
and what are the people doing? Those who are digging holes under their house, they're doing it in desperation
yes.
because they run the risk of the house falling down. Already we've indicated that those caves are at risk.
Yes.
The entire Jaintia Hills is at risk because the substratum is gone. And that is why the need for scientific mining. When you do scientific mining, you put up props that hold the wall and stop it against collapse.
Then it has to be filled by sand after mining is over. That's a
Those props remain over there.
yes, sir.
Yes, brothers. What do we do?
Yeah.
The state will not assist in the implementation of orders. And we'll record that. We'll record that. The state is actively working to undo orders. In the first place, it's your responsibility to ensure that these illegal activities are not conducted. You failed. We were the safety net, the NGT and the judicial system, which caught it. It's not our responsibility to fix the problem. That's your responsibility. You've been completely lacking in it. Yes, Dr. Ruzika, we'll give notice to the union for paramilitary forces or Central Armed Police forces to be deployed against money that the state will pay because it's the state's fault in the first place, for units of CISF or CRPF to undertake the monitoring of this transportation and
mostly it's transportation.
Once transportation stops, that will stop. Demand stops, supply will be useless, which the state completely refuses to do.
I was praying, Lord, at least kindly give us 4 weeks time, Lord.
Supreme Court is there.
Your Lordship, yes, Your Lordship's order is
Supreme Court is limestone.
Your Lordship's order is final order for his.
No, limestone immediately. Get it done immediately.
No, like is timber, limestone, coal, my lord. So kindly give us 4 weeks time. If we do not pull our stocks, Your Lordship, we pass.
You would have crossed the election time by then.
Yes,
And we've been telling you for the last 6 months, what you're doing is, you're standing in court, saying yes sir, 3 bags full sir, and whiling away the time.
No, Your Lordship. In the meantime, a number of steps have been taken, my lord, because there was no transportation rules. Those have been notified. Scientific mining has started. The process of started. Number of positive.
Where have you said in your report
Yes, sir.
as to what have you done about transportation?
Yes, Your Lordship. No, because the
Let us see your report.
Yes, sir.
And what do you say about transportation?
that is part of earlier comprehensive report which we have filed. This is where Your Lordship will see my report of 4th November 2022, my lord.
It's increasing. The illegal activities are increasing. They've not been arrested. 4th of November is old act. Let's see what Justice Katakis says. How soon will you get back to us? Because
10 days time.
today is a Tuesday, we'll give you till next Tuesday. We'll give you till next Tuesday and you get back to us, and then, because this has been done elsewhere, as you know, that the state government did not support the security of a particular High Court. So the High Court invited CISF to protect it. The state government pays 364 crore a year for that.
I remember, my lord, Justice S.G. Mukhopadhyay also ordered to army in one of the forest camps.
High Court of which?
Manipur is also like that.
But that will be putting up check gates by CRPF, and
They know how to do it. Anyone knows how to do it. If you and I were allotted it, we would also be able to do it. Somehow the state government does not know how to do it.
but
And worse still, whatever we say, they become so thick-skinned that they don't care about it. That's the. Otherwise, some of our comments and some of our orders are cartoon. If I had self-respect with this order, I would hide behind something. But that seems to be lacking. Or a couldn't care less kind of an attitude. You go through the report, Kataki's report.
There's manipulation of the number. That's it. By these transporters.
10 and 14, 24. There are two parts to this matter, colon. The continued illegal mining of coal and the rampant transportation thereof with the possible connivance of the state, semicolon, and comma, the manner in which the previously mined coal be disposed of, full stop. Paragraph. Several questions were asked of the state in the previous order of December 7, 2012, not the least of them being that at least a further 13 lakh metric ton of coal has been found in deposit, which is over and in excess of the previously mined coal, full stop. Such 13 lakh metric ton of coal, together with the several tens of lakhs of illegally mined coal that has been transported out of the state, would show that absolutely nothing has been done by the state in pursuance of subsisting orders of the National Green Tribunal as upheld by the Supreme Court for the complete prohibition of unscientific extraction of coal in the state. It is an admitted position that no scientific extraction of coal has yet started in the state. Full stop. Paragraph. Indeed, comma, Justice B.P. Kataki, comma, bracket retired, bracket close, comma, who has been tasked by this court for overseeing and ensuring the disposal of the previously mined coal and to take steps to ensure that the previously mined coal was not passed off. I would take steps that recently illegally mined coal is not passed off as the previously mined coal, comma, has filed a report, a further interim report on February 6, 2023, comma, copies whereof may not have yet been circulated to the state and the other appearing parties. Full stop. The report refers to illegal coal mining and transportation and steps taken pursuant to a news report on or about January 10, 2023 that 3 mine workers had reportedly died inside a coal mine in Rimbai in the East Jaintia Hills district. Full stop. The Chief Secretary was requested to submit a report as to the veracity of the news report. Full stop. Paragraph. Justice Kataki's latest interim report reveals that an FIR was lodged at Ladrumbai outpost under the Clarion police station, and a case was registered under sections 188/304 capital A/34 of the Penal Code, read with section 21(5) of the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation (Act 1957), following the publication of such report. 3 dead bodies which had been buried on January 10, 2023 were disinterred in terms of an order passed by the Chief Judicial Magistrate Clarion and sent for autopsy to the Northeastern Indira Gandhi Regional Institute of Health and Medical Sciences, NIGRIMS. Full stop. The autopsy report is awaited. Full stop. Doubtless, the state will furnish such autopsy report when this matter is taken up next. Full stop. Paragraph. The interim report filed by Justice Kataki refers to several cases having been registered pertaining to illegal extraction of coal in the recent months. Full stop. As to illegal transportation of coal, 31 cases have been registered in December 2022 and January 2023. Full stop. Surprisingly, even the rough estimate of the quantity of the seized coal has not been indicated in any case. Full stop. Paragraph. For a start, if 31 cases of illegal transportation have come to light, there must have been several multiples more of illegal transportation that may either have been actively overlooked or may not have come to the notice of the appropriate personnel. Full stop. Secondly, the failure to even indicate the approximate quantity of the seized coal leaves room for manipulation, and there is no doubt that the local officials are involved in such manipulation. Full stop. Paragraph. In related matters, there are complaints of continuous illegal coal mining and illegal transportation thereof in the South Garo Hills, and Gaswapara appears to be at the center of such illegal activities, just as Rimbai appears to be the heart of the illegal coal mining activity in the state. Full stop. While it may be appreciated that a large number of people may have been left without a livelihood upon the ban on unscientific coal mining falling in place, it was the duty of the state to provide alternative forms of livelihood or even temporary succor to the people, to the citizens affected by the prohibition. Full stop. At any rate, it was the initial duty of the state to check the illegal mining of coal, whatever may have been the reason or purpose therefore. Full stop. As a class of persons left with no other form of livelihood may continue to indulge in illegal mining of some form, if the state government had been serious in checking the illegal transportation of the illegally mined coal, without any demand for the illegally extracted coal, further supplies would have stopped. Unfortunately, the state government has been singularly lacking in taking any proactive steps, whether to arrest the continuation of illegal extraction of coal or the rampant illegal transportation thereof. Full stop. Paragraph. Despite high officials of the state, including the Chief Secretary being summoned to court, being summoned to court, and a contempt notice being issued against the Superintendent of Police, East Jaintia Hills District, by the previous order on this matter, the illegal mining and illegal transportation of coal continue. Full stop. Paragraph. As noticed in a recent order, in a matter where the state admitted that it had discovered 57 illegal coke plants operating in a particular area in a district. Full stop. There could have been no mushrooming or even functioning of any coke plant unless it had access to illegally extracted coal which was illegally transported to such coke plants. Full stop. It is only upon each discovery of illegal activity being made that the state responds by assuring the court that steps would be taken to dismantle the illegal machinery, semicolon, but the illegal activity mushrooms somewhere else, and the state awaits the court's direction before undertaking the work that the state itself is obliged to take up. Full stop. Paragraph. In the current scenario, and considering that the state has been afforded nearly a year to take appropriate measures, and the measures adopted by the state have been woefully short, it is necessary to call in the other central the central armed police forces to monitor and control, to monitor and stop the illegal activities pertaining to coal mining that continues in the state. Full stop. Dr. Mozika, who is present in court, Dr. Mozika, learned Deputy Solicitor General of India, who is present in court, is requested to take notice on behalf of the Union and to inform this court, when the matter appears a weekends, as to the formalities for the immediate deployment of sufficient units of either the Central Industrial Security Force or the Central Reserve Police Force to completely take over the policing of illegal coal mining activity, including the transportation thereof, from the state machinery, semicolon, obviously, for the cost that the state will have to bear for its abject inefficiency. Full stop. Paragraph. The latest interim report of February 6, 2023, filed by Justice Katake, will be circulated to the appearing parties, and copies thereof will be prepared by the court by this court, by the officer assigned to this court and made available to whoever seeks it. Full stop. Such circulation should be completed in course of this week. Paragraph. The autopsy reports should be available in court when the matter appears next, along with the indication of the exact quantities of coal seized in respect of each of the 31 cases registered pertaining to illegal transportation that find mention in Justice Kataki's latest report. Full stop. Paragraph. The state's report filed on February 6, 2023 does not, for obvious reasons, deal with the matter pertaining to illegal transportation or any checks that may have been placed in such regard. Full stop. It will be open to the state to rectify such aspect of the matter by the time the matter is taken up next. Paragraph. As far as the superintendent of police, East Jaintia Hills is concerned, he shall show cause why steps in contempt, including detention in jail, should not be suffered by him for the flagrant violation of orders of this court to check the illegal menace of unscientific coal mining rampant all over the East Jaintia Hills district and the illegal transportation thereof. Full stop. A rule, full stop. Such an affidavit showing cause should be in court when the matter appears next, exactly a week hence. Full stop. Anything else?
Your Lordship, by order dated 7th December, Your Lordship has already issued rule.
Very well, so he has to respond to the rule.
Your Lordship, we have filed a reply.
Who is we?
Sorry, the contender has filed a reply.
Where is that?
That is, I have filed it. Can you see?
We don't find it.
Now for you.
When we say show cause, over there said, including the revelations in the latest report of Justice Kataki. That is not included over here.
Yes. Kindly see. I know Your Lordship is right. I have nothing further to add or.
That's why we see you helpless. We are not blaming you. You're not supposed to go and police it,
yes,
nor are we.
Yes, Lordship. But at the same time, Your Lordship will see the kind of the policing of the police strength we are having. About 2,000.
Is that our fault that you do not have adequate police?
It's our fault only, Vinod.
Is it our fault that you make districts out of a state, 20,000 square kilometers, and you have 12 districts?
Yes.
Is it a joke that one of your latest districts has only one police station?
Is right, Your Lordship?
You feed your political machinery. Those are political decisions taken for short-term measures. You have to augment the police force before before you break a district into two.
One more.
You pay for your faults.
One more direction, if your lordship come from that, the at least adequate number of police, and thereafter we fail, your lordship prosecute us.
Adequate number of police for what?
Because we have been requesting from central forces, also central government, also for CRPF, etc. And we, in fact, 5 battalion we have sought for this one district in way back. If some observation will
Let us see. Let them come. They'll come now with a thing.
Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From the main list, item number 1.
May it please your lordship.
Yes, what is this
This is
about?
the case, my lord, where an inquiry has been directed by the Supreme Court, my lord, to ascertain, my lord.
Yes,
whether I have yes,
the additional thing that has been paid for the acquisition of land for the Umrah.
lordship.
Yes.
Whether I have been paid more than what I offered or beyond the market price.
Who is appearing for the state?
My lord, State Mr. Amicus Curiae, Mr. Yovin.
Your Honor, the learner amicus, he is not keeping well.
You have to finish the matter. If you take turns every day, I'm not well today, I'm not.
Lordship, only thing, my lord, Lordship has drawn up a contempt proceeding against me, your Lordship, for the reason that, in spite of a restraining order from the Supreme
That's
Court.
all right. That's all right.
Today it has been fixed for her appearance also, your Lordship.
Since he is appointed amicus,
Mr. P.
Amicus.
since Mr. So-and-so, amicus curiae, is unwell, the matter will appear
For 2 weeks.
10 days hence,
10 is okay.
full stop, paragraph, the personal appearance of, what is her name?
Patricia Nonsage.
Patricia Nonsage is dispensed with. Where is she?
She's here.
Just ask her to give the undertaking and explain the
Yes.
consequence of breach of undertaking.
Lordship.
On her undertaking to be present in court when next called. Full stop. Ms. Nonsage has been explained the consequences of the breach of an undertaking furnished to court. Full stop. Please turn. Give it 10 days hence.
My lord, with lordship permission, I'm appearing for the original landowner.
Yes.
I have received some amount from the Patricia Nonsage. She claimed that she purchased the land from me. And earlier, my lord, this honorable court inquired whether the amount I have received, I have utilized, and how much I have received. I find my chocos, there are some mistakes. So I want to bring on the court the exact amount I received from her in addition affidavit, short affidavit to lordship. So your lordship allow me to file a short.
You are appearing for whom? What is the name of?
State Dakar. State Dakar. Response number 3.
Oh, that state Dakar. It is submitted on behalf of so Dakar that some of the details of the payments received and utilized furnished earlier may require some modification. Full stop. A better affidavit in such regard be filed within a week from date with a suitable explanation as to why the original figures require a modification.
Yes.
Yes.
Oblige you.
Your lordship, sorry, can it be taken up on 16th, 17th? My senior said he won't be here. He has some.
Let him not be here, we'll find someone else to assist us.
Oblige you.
Item number 2.
What is this matter?
My lord, the traffic matter. My lord, I've gone through this
You are
report.
appealing for the state?
My lord, I'm appealing for the state.
Have you got a copy of this report?
My lord, I have just received, my lord. If lordship allow me to go through.
Yes, it appears to be comprehensive if they do as they say,
Yes.
which they will not.
Right.
If they do as they say, there will be no problem.
Yes, yes. Exactly.
But the problem is making them do as what they say.
Exactly, exactly. That is the problem, my lord. Report of one after another, and traffic congestion is, my lord. There is no easing.
One can understand that someone does not know what is, you can educate the person. But they know what is required to be done, but they still won't do it.
Right. No commitment on the part of the city's problem.
Milord, my friend
They blame
may
the
say,
they blame the geographical structure.
You take 25% of the measures that you've indicated. Shillong will be a different place.
definitely, Milord.
And you also see, while you're doing this, you're attracting tourism, you're wanting to attract eco-friendly industries. Today we are about to start a national law school over here. I will be writing to some of the captains of the industry for funding chairs. If they come over here funding chairs, some of the captains of the industry will also come with a little bit of investment over here.
Yes, sir.
So you've got to prepare the state to be able to receive it, number one, and you've got to ensure cleanliness.
These two things are, in fact, Milord.
Look at how Gangtok has been spruced up.
Yes, Lord.
Gangtok is such a clean place now. Even though Gangtok and just below Gangtok, a place called Tadong, there was rampant illegal construction for a particular period of time. That's why in the earthquakes, hundreds were killed. But Gangtok is very attractive now. A lot of people don't go to Darjeeling are going to Gangtok because it's clean.
Infrastructure is better. Milord, in fact, it has been our endeavor, Milord, because otherwise we would not have engaged the...
Just imagine yourself, Mr. Advocate, in the shoes of a tourist.
I understand.
You've taken you will not have a new airport because you are relatives of Adani. Therefore, people will have to come from Guwahati. For 3.5 hours, I travel up to Guwahati. I say, how long? Driver says it's 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers takes 50 minutes. Will your enthusiasm for visiting or going out remain anymore?
No. The air connectivity is the...
That you will not have. You will not have a second airport.
No, we'll have, Milord.
No.
We'll have. I am too sure I will get it as I have... Because that, at least it is in my personal interest also that this 3.5 hours of journey every time I have to undertake and then...
This is a very scientific kind of a report, obviously with a lot of thought, probably with the inputs that you got from...
I am Shillong and the Delberg International.
Delberg and I am Shillong.
Yes, Milord.
But the proof of the pudding is in the eating, in the implementation.
Yes. No, Milord,
Tell us, Mr. Advocate, we'll give you that 4 weeks time, what will change?
First,
tell us in 4 weeks what will you do? And we'll monitor that, we'll give you full carte blanche. You tell us in 4 weeks this is what we'll do and show you.
First,
your elections also will be over by then. So you can remove encroachment.
Yes, sir. That's
immediately thereafter. Before election, they are all voters. Tell us that these activities will do, and we'll show you this result.
The illegal hawkers is the first we have to remove, that we have to complete, Milord. Then again, illegal parking, my lord. These are the timeline is March only. This March only.
Lordship, state has been talking this issue for the last 6 months.
No, we have been doing it. It's not that we have not been doing it. The question is,
No, that there is a bit of concern because this personally inconveniences everybody.
That is true.
In fact, the other day I was on the way to that new court complex in Jawai, and I was told that the Chief Minister had to get off his convoy and take a scooty
to reach.
because it was so congested.
Jawai is one of the congested districts.
It is.
Very congested.
And they had rival, kind of political meetings. So it got absolutely.
But the basic duty, my lord, to find out the area earmarked as a vending zone. They are not doing this. If they have created the vending zone and the hawkers are refused to go, then they can blame the hawkers. State failed to identify the area as a vending zone. Therefore, for livelihood, the vendors are there, my lord, though they have no right to take over the highways or the public footpaths. It's absolute failure on the part of the state government.
It's a difficult decision politically, plus also even there's a human element to it. You go to implement it, you'll find an old lady without any other source of livelihood.
That is also.
With a load of vegetables. With what heart will you throw her out?
Right. Therefore, my lord, with due respect, state has to be sensitive and perform its duties, my lord, diligently, which they fail.
A report has been filed today indicating several areas that have been identified for immediate action to improve the traffic congestion in Shillong. Full stop. Paragraph, the report appears to be impeccable, but the only problem is whether the measures indicated would be seriously implemented or whether the timelines would be adhered to. Full stop. Even if a half of the work proposed to be undertaken is completed within the timelines indicated, much of the traffic congestion in this city would have been eased. Full stop. Paragraph. Let the matter appear on February 14 for the state to indicate all the measures that would have been taken by the end of this month for such measures to result in easing the traffic congestion within a month. Full stops. Full stop. Yes. This is exactly what it should be. But at least if they don't do it over 1 year, if they do it in 5 years, something will happen sometime.
Beginning of February, schools will open also.
Sorry?
All the schools will be opening now.
Yes.
Item number 3.
What is this about?
This is regarding overloading of trucks, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, my senior colleague who is conducting counsel in this matter is on sanction leave.
Yes, sir.
Lordship, I appear for the state. There have been certain developments. If petitioner is seeking an accommodation, Lordship, I'll place the developments by way of a report.
Very well. The petitioner seeks an adjournment. The state seeks time to file a report to indicate the measures taken, the recent measures taken, recent measures adopted by the state, full stop, according to the state, some comma, positive steps have been taken to address the menace of overloading of trucks. On the Meghalaya highways. Full stop. Let the matter appear on 14th. Today we are on 7th.
Lordship, 14th as Lordship, please.
14th, yes. Call on the next matter, please.
Item number 4.
May it please, Your Lordship.
Yes, sir.
Lordship, in this case, Lordship, the state was required to file an affidavit
What is this about?
regarding the illegal transportation of coal to Bangladesh, Lordship.
Yes.
Lord, this is a case where the PIL petitioner has alleged that the coal auction by Coal India is being transported and being exported.
Page 35.
Page 35, Your Lordship. Now, I got the instruction, my Lord, that the coal which has been
What
auctioned.
about the veracity of that document?
I am coming to, my Lord, that the coal has not been lifted from coal depot and challans have been submitted for revalue.
Since no affidavit or report has yet been filed by the state, comma, let the matter appear on Friday?
Next Friday, Your Lordship.
No, this Friday.
Monday, Your Lordship, because I will
Let the matter appear on whatever is the date, next Monday. Full stop. An advance copy of the state's affidavit or report should be forwarded to advocate for the petitioner. Advance copy you forward, it may be an unaffirmed copy. You affirm the affidavit on Monday, but forward an unaffirmed copy on at least on Sunday or whatever.
WhatsApp and email.
Yes, you will get the WhatsApp or email.
Yes, Your Lordship. Local council is also here.
Local council, yes, local council.
Yes, yes. Local council is there.
Yes. Yes, call on the next matter, please.
We've been implemented as.
Highly objective.
We know.
But we haven't got the copy as yet. We haven't been served with a copy as yet.
Give him a copy.
Lordship, we have given a
Well,
copy. Lordship,
since Coal India Limited seeks a
Coal
petition,
India-
comma, it will be open to advocate appearing for Coal India Limited to make a copy of the petition available in court, since it is submitted that a soft copy has already been forwarded.
Pleased.
Now work on soft copies, forget hard copies.
That these are.
Yes.
Item number 5.